What's going on, comic fan? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and I am back for episode 7 of the Amalgam series. That's right, I took a couple weeks off so I could drop my top 10 favorite comic series of 2020. So if you missed that, go back and check it out on one of my video playlists, whatever, wherever. You'll find it if you care enough. But with that being said, it is time to get back to the Amalgam series, and let's talk Spider-Boy. That's right, gang, we're talking Spider-Boy. So that is where we combine Spider-Man with none other than Superboy. You got to remember, this was the 90s. Superboy was the epitome of a 90s superhero, right? He had the leather jacket. He had those goofy circle sunglasses. You take him, you combine him with Marvel's favorite boy. Spider-Boy is what you get when you take Spider-Man and Superboy. So, of course, we've got this beautiful issue. It is written and co-inked by Carl Kessel. And gang, with great power comes great responsibility. So what I loved about this issue is most of the issues, I feel, you either jump in right off the bat with an action scene, or you jump right in with the origin story. Legends of Darkquell jumped in with the action scene and then got you into the origin. Super Soldier jumped right into the origin story and then got you into more of the action. Spider-Boy is taking us right into the action off the bat. As soon as we open up these pages, we see Spider-Boy is inside Cadmus Labs, and he is fighting none other than Bizarnage. That's right, gang. Of course, Bizarro, famous Superboy villain, mixed with a classic Spider-Man character, Carnage. And so you get Carnage is all red and Bizarro is all white. You get the body shape of Carnage of being the symbiote that he is, but he is pure white, and it just is chaos inside the slab. Spider-Boy's zipping around doing this typical Spider-Boy quips that you would expect from Spider-Man or from Superboy. Just having a fun time with everything. You've got Doc Ock, you've got General Thunderbolt Ross in here, you've got Peter Parker, you've got the Fantastic Four, you've got Mary Jane Watson in this, but you've got every single person that you can imagine in this book. And so it gets this. Spider-Boy takes it to Bizarnage and knocks him out, sends him away, and it goes into his origin story. In the origin story, you have General Thunderbolt Ross he's one of the only few people left from the super soldier experiments. And so they want to do some more, but they want to try some new things, and they're using Peter Parker to help them out. Dr. Ock is in the room. Reed Richards, I believe, is in the room. It just is a who's who of smart people. In the midst of this, trying to create another super soldier, there's an explosion, and Peter Parker just gets lit up in flames. And in that, it wakes up Superboy, who gets combined with a little bit of that spider, gets that Spider-Boy, and he jumps on the wall, and they're like, what did you mix this with? And they're like, I don't know, this was a Peter Parker's own concoction that they were using for Super Soldier. And General Thunderbolt kind of took Spider-Boy under his wing, aka kind of becoming an uncle to Spider-Boy, if you will. And so naturally the writers thought it would be great to call General Ross Uncle Jen. Uncle Jen. Uncle Jen. And, of course, Uncle Jen gets killed by a 2-bit criminal Spider-Boy decides he's going to don the cape. He gets all the merch deals. He's going to capitalize on all of this. And so, of course, it goes back to the Daily Bugle. You see, he's called Pete Ross in this. He is dealing with, obviously, J. Jonah Jameson. There's news breaking, and Jack Ryder, one of the reporters at the Daily Bugle, is like, guys, listen, there's a king lizard attacking. Huge lizard, we gotta go stop this. So J. Jonah is like, this will put us on top of the Daily Planet. So bringing in both the newspapers into this realm, like, you guys gotta go. So of course they look around, they're like, where did Pete Ross go? And he's already zipping across the city to go stop King Lizard. So then Spider-Boy is whipping around and he's singing, Spider-Boy, Spider-Boy has the very best action toys. Top 10 show, games and vid. Gotta love the Iraq Kid. Gang, I'm here for the puns. I'm here for it. I mean, but that's what you would expect from this type of story. This is what you would expect from Spider-Man and Superboy combined. So Spider-Boy is trying to fight King Lizard, and they're having these quips. He's shooting his webbings. There are all these things going on, and he's fighting left and right, and it's just as a fun, action-packed story. Gang, you're not getting like an in-depth, like crazy deep story. It's playing to your fandoms of throwing out little nods to what we loved about Marvel and DC in 1996. And so Spider-Boy gets up top to the rooftop of a building where there's some technology that's waiting for him, and it's Doc Palmer's white dwarf prototype gun. And so as King Lizard scaling the building, Spider-Boy shoots him once he gets up top of the building. He shoots King Lizard with this white dwarf prototype gun, and King Lizard starts to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink. And eventually he disappears, and that's where Spider-Boy goes, you are now in the subatomic universe forever. And he goes back to the lab where Doc Ock is at, and they're having some talks. And what's really funny about this whole issue, throughout the whole issue, there's newspaper headlines talking about that Spider-Boy is hooking up with someone called the Insect Queen. Now, that's going on throughout the whole episode, or the whole issue, where they're referencing it and he's denying it kind of thing. And he's like, I've never even met this lady. Like, what are they talking about? Well, Doc Ock's like, hey, I have someone I think you should meet. Her name is Mary Jane Watson, or better yet known as the Insect Queen. And the issue ends with this final page of Mary Jane Watson as the Insect Queen. And gang, I can't wait to read the next issue to see what they do with that storyline. I don't remember if they utilize it or not. I know that Spider-Boy got another issue. There were a couple of the team-ups that got more. So the Batman Wolverine got another one. It's done in the animated series style. Super Soldier got another one. I know Spider-Boy got another issue. So there were a couple of the main ones that they knew like people were going to like that got it. So far we've gone through the DC vs. Marvel issues. We've gone through Dark Claw. We've gone through Super Soldier. We've gone through Spider-Boy. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the Amalgam series. Just tapping back into your nostalgia feels. I know I'm enjoying reading it. Is there an issue that you are really looking forward to that you say, hey, we should talk about that really soon? Let me know. I'm reading these in order. There's like 10 that I'm going to start with, and then the 10 that came out later I'll finish with. So if there's one that really is like, let's talk about that, let me know. Maybe you can read along beforehand and we can make that work. So let me know in the comments who's been your favorite so far. Dark Claw, Super Soldier, or Spider-Boy. And make sure you tune in next Monday to see what's next. If you guys are liking these videos, make sure you guys click those like buttons, smash that subscribe, and as always, leave comments. I love talking with you guys, letting me know what you guys think. And hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.